This program contains scenes of a graphic nature, with adult language and nudity. This includes footage of a mature subject matter and is intended for an adult audience.
I had to revisit it, so we're talking about Season 5, Episode 3, aka the Planetina episode of Rick and Morty. This one's crazy, because there's so many people who actually are really against Morty in this episode, which I'm like, why are you against Morty? What the hell? And then listening to the writers talking about the fact of it was Morty that dumped Planetina. Yeah, but here's the real news flash for people who actually are against Morty in this episode, saying he's the bad guy. Planetina was doing very, very messed up stuff. It's like, yes, you can even say that, but Morty's been killing people. But anyways, Morty freed Planetina. If he didn't do anything, and if things went well where they weren't oversleeping, she would have been sold to this Arab. Then what? It would be very, very messed up. Who knows what he was planning to do? Who knows? So for him to actually take down those four and take down the Arab, it was good. And now she's free to do whatever she wish. Even though it's kind of weird that we don't see where the rings are. Darn. Not sure. But the thing is that with Planetina, things were going good at first. She's enjoying Morty. She's still saving the world, stopping things from really national disasters and stuff. But then all of a sudden, she decided to do a little bit extra where it's like, you need to pump your brakes. It's awesome if you stop national disasters. It's awesome if you stop things here and there. But there's just some things that's like you're crossing the line. Like, for instance, flattening everyone's freaking tires, forcing them to walk wherever they need to go, which that highway is miles and miles ahead. There's really no way how to actually justify being like, yeah. It's like, yes, I understand. The cars give emissions out and it's very bad for Earth. Yes, really true. But the alternative isn't flattening the freaking tires and then forcing them to go walk. That's not helpful, and that's going to waste lots and lots of time. Let's see what else she did. What else that she did that was messed up? I remember the miners, at least. That was the really messed up part. That was the thing that really set Morty off. And note, she turned like the messed up version of Captain Planet at that point, which I forgot what his name was. But she went that bad, and it's like, what the fuck? And who knows, many people were going to be like, oh, you can talk to her. You could have talked to her about things. It's like, no, she was quick to do things. So it's like, it's hard to talk to her. And when it's like, hey, the miners, we'll get them next time. She's like, no, we'll finish it now. And it's like, that wasn't good. That wasn't good at all. And just the fact of where it's like, she was saying that the miners are the ones who are voting them to office. And it's like, no, I don't think so. I guess that's kind of true. It's like, yeah, the miners won't want to lose their jobs, but on the other hand, they are getting screwed in some way, shape, or form. They're most likely getting screwed where they're not getting as much pay as they should have. And doing another craft could actually get them more pay than what they're doing right now. But, you know, I don't know. It's like yes and no in this case. But yeah, that's what really actually set him off. And that's when he had no choice but to let her go, because it's like, she can't change. She's not going to change. She's not going to back down for what she's doing. Funny enough, where it's like, with or without Morty, she will still do what she's doing. That's the sad truth. There's no one who's actually able to talk her down and stuff. There's really no one who actually is able to talk her down, and it really hurt Morty too, just the fact of where now she's gone. And yeah, I know you'll be like, oh, but she has a broken heart that was messed up. It's like, yeah, but she wasn't going to listen to him. And maybe you might actually get to the point where it's like, they can talk about it and they can argue. Almost like it's going to be a total argument where it's like, I don't know. Could that have actually solved things if she actually, a big argument comes out and she actually knows where the line is, which I doubt she will see the line. So this heartbreak, this breakup here could actually help her with the fact of being like, she crossed the line. She needs to know where the line is when it comes to saving people and saving the world versus killing people for the world's good. And apparently she hears the earth and hears how it's actually getting affected and getting hurt by that. And it's like, yeah, I understand you can't ignore it, but one thing you could have done was stop the miners and from going from the elevator and just destroying the elevator, which means the miners can't go to work because the elevator's destroyed. Thus, you stop the miners versus killing them. That'll be a setback, and you continue on with a setback. Basically, hopefully, they'll stop them from actually wanting to do something with that mine because you are there to stop them from doing stuff. But, anyways, Morty might actually be the hero in this than being the villain and everyone hating on him, because it's like Planetina would not listen. She didn't listen. And truth be told, there's many people in the world that's just like that too. Where it's like, you're not listening. You're not listening. You need to change. You need to stop doing what you're doing. Yeah, I know one person actually is doing it and she's still doing it, and who knows what's going to happen to her. I'm not sure. She's not going to listen to any reason of saying let it go and stuff. It's like, no, she's not going to let it go. She's going to continue to meddle and look through their freaking lives. I don't know what to tell you. So in this case, it's more the fact of where it's like, even if they stayed together, she would continue doing some messed up stuff and she'll lose herself versus being herself. Is because, if you're stepping too far, you'll lose yourself in the process. And you want him to stay with her even when she turns into this different person that he doesn't know? Like, really, guys? And you're like, yeah, he's the bad guy here. He should have not broken up with her. And it's like, no. This could be the wake-up call that she needs to actually know that there's a line between doing something good and saving people and saving the earth versus saving the earth, screw the people. Yeah, so I just dislike the whole thing that everyone's being a jerk about this, saying how he's the bad guy in this, which, no, he's not the bad guy in this. They both got hurt, but more importantly, it's just the fact of where it's Planetina who couldn't see the line that she crossed. It's like, yeah, and it slowly went into that. If you could have stopped it right then and there when it comes to the whole thing of destroying the freaking car tires and saying, hey guys, walk. If you could have just pushed a little bit and say that was a little bit too far, stay in this kind of lane, she would be fine. But sadly, she slipped into darkness. We'll have to see how that plays out.
I sentence you to kiss my